So, how do you feel about your body?
I hate it. Like, I wouldn't class myself remotely close to an idealistic body. Like, if I could change everything, I would.
I don't know, it doesn't really bother me too much, you know, it works, so as long as I'm still alive, I don't really care. And as long as I'm not fat.
For decades now, women have been subjected to harsh and unnecessary body shaming from the media, from men, and even their peers. But in recent years, these women have had enough and are fighting back against unrealistic standards. But what about men? In the age of social media, where we have access to just about anyone's lives and a free platform to speak our minds, surely the invasion of chiselled bodies, perfectly defined abs, and perfect teeth coming at you from all directions would have a negative impact, especially if you don't have that. After all, women and men aren't that different.
So, in a survey done by The Guardian, 38% of the men they asked would sacrifice a year or more of their life to achieve the ideal body. Does this surprise you?
No.
And why not?
Because I'd do it.
You would?
Yeah, 100%.
Without a doubt?
Without it. Don't even have to think about it. I'd probably say the only thing I like about my body is probably like my eyes. It's only because I'm born with it. So apps such as Tinder, where you literally swipe left if it's a no and swipe right if it's a yes, and you're literally judging a person on that one picture and a slight description. So if they're fat, are you realistically going to swipe right? Most people aren't, because it's fat is a term used as a description, but it's classed as an insult. Like, fat is an actual thing and it's now an insult to call people. So I have fat, but if somebody called me fat, I take it extremely offensive. Women's perfect bodies are slender or curvy. They don't have six packs, they don't have to gain this muscle, they don't have to be at the gym 24/7 to gain this muscle. Like, even if we're skinny, you're scrawny, do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be toned. Like, for men, you can't just lose weight and be skinny, you have to be toned. That's the perfect image.
We've entered a new era of man-shaming. Recently, we've seen more and more celebrity men held to the same impossible physical standards, so enduringly foisted upon women. We've heard Howard Stern call Grammy winner Sam Smith ugly, fat, and effeminate. We've seen Leonardo DiCaprio rebranded as Leonardo DiFabrio and described as barely recognisable due to his weight gain.
Leonardo DiCaprio is fat.
I would never kiss anyone without a six-pack.
Man Meat Tuesday, Man Meat Tuesday, Man Meat Tuesday, yeah! Olay! That's soccer hunk Cristiano Ronaldo hanging out in more ways than one on a yacht in Ibiza. Did Rob Kardashian finally get skinny? He's eating a salad! This is huge!
I think men are just brought up like that. Meant to be very confident as a man. Like, we don't really show emotions. So that's why I don't think it's very expressed, because men are just like lads, like we don't talk about ourselves, we don't talk about insecurities. I think a lot of men secretly are like ashamed or too embarrassed to talk about their issues, because like I said, women are told to like express it, men don't have that value.